It's Tuesday, the 1st of July, and this is the afternoon weather briefing. This is James Spann. Number of showers and thunderstorms in progress across the state today. In fact, let's go right to the radar. As we typically do on a summer afternoon, we're live at 2:22, and you can see a number of showers and storms around. They are random, and they are scattered. That's the way it works on summer afternoons. For some of you, you're in the middle of a downpour. For others, you've got the sun shining. Some of the heaviest rain falling in parts of West Alabama, parts of Lamar, Pickens, and Tuscaloosa counties. Pretty good thunderstorms in progress in parts of northern Shelby County now. Also thunderstorms down to the south, parts of Greene, Bibb, Perry, Sumter, Marengo counties. The Tennessee Valley, relatively quiet. Florence, the Shoals, Huntsville, Scottsboro, Athens, Decatur. Looks like one small shower in southern Madison County, and that's about it. Got a few thunderstorms in parts of Marion, Winston County. Got a shower near Good Hope in Cullman County. Work our way down to the south, and we've got some active storms through parts of Mobile and Baldwin counties. Moving southward, pretty good storms around Gulf Shores, over toward Fort Morgan, Dauphin Island. And again, those are moving offshore. They're moving. They're not sitting still today, so they'll move on at a pretty good clip. And again, you can see other scattered showers along the Florida Gulf Coast, Navarre Beach over toward Destin, Seaside, Panama City. We'll check the southeastern part of the state, and we've got some pretty active storms in progress now south of Interstate 85, down around Seal, curving down toward Eufaula, Union Springs, Troy, Ozark. Again, those are marching southward, so we'll see a number of showers and storms around this evening, and they're all under severe limits. And we talk about this a lot, but to be technically severe, you need 1-inch diameter hail. We see no evidence of that. In fact, really no sign of any hail. And strong winds of 58 miles per hour or greater. And we see no evidence of that, but they are producing gusty winds, torrential downpours, and a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning. When thunder roars, go indoors. And these will gradually fade late tonight. But these in advance of a front, and the front actually has some upper air support, which is very rare for summertime. That's the current upper air look, and you can see that trough axis from the Great Lakes down into the Mississippi Valley. And instead of the ridge like we had last week, we have the trough this week, and that should push that surface front all the way to the Gulf Coast by tomorrow night. Visible satellite view of the popcorn showers and storms across the state, and there's the regional radar composite. And again, you can see showers on the actual front over Tennessee around Nashville, and then scattered showers and storms across parts of central and south Alabama. And again, today, temperatures are below average for early July. Anytime in summer we can say that. That's a win. We got Birmingham at 88. The warm spot, Huntsville at 90, because they have the sun shining there. It's 87 for Montgomery, 84 for Dothan, Mobile at 88. There's the watch warning map around the nation. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for parts of the mid-Atlantic coast region. That would include Washington, D.C., Baltimore, and Philadelphia. A flash flood watch for parts of West Texas, and a few scattered heat advisories back out west. Here's the severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight. We have a risk across the Great Plains and from the deep south into New England. And for Alabama, it's a level 1 out of 5, marginal risk of severe storms through the evening hours. And again, no risk of any tornadoes. There could be a few storms with some small hail and gusty winds, but the storms are the pulse-type storms. If we do see a storm with strong winds, it'll be pretty quick, and those will fade later tonight. Tomorrow, got a couple of marginal risks well to the north, and on day 3, which is Thursday, marginal risk over New England and through parts of the Dakotas and Montana. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, valid through Tuesday morning of next week. For the northern part of the state, rain amounts 1/2 to 1 inch, 1 to 2 inches for South Alabama. And in the tropics, things are very quiet now. No tropical storms, no hurricanes for the next 48 hours. But again, the hurricane center is outlining an area over the eastern Gulf, the Florida Peninsula, not the Panhandle, and the Atlantic. East of Daytona Beach and Jacksonville. And again, that surface front that will be drifting through here tonight will be settling into the northern Gulf. And sometimes along an old front, you can have a broad low-pressure area that forms. And at this point, the Hurricane Center giving it a 30% chance of development over the next 7 days. And that would be late this week and over the weekend. Let's look at the probabilistic outlook coming from the European ensemble. This is just in here. This is the 12Z run. And you can see the European is clearly giving a signal here that if anything develops, the better chance of development will be in the Atlantic, not the Gulf. So there's a chance a broad low could form off the coast of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, most likely in the Atlantic. And again, the main effect of this would be east of the central Gulf Coast. If you got a beach trip coming up to places like Panama City Beach or Destin or Fort Walton or Pensacola, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, the bulk of the heavy rain with this feature, if it develops or not, will be south and east of there. Places like Tampa Bay, Sarasota. They could see a pretty good bit of rain from this. Over toward Daytona Beach, Melbourne, that's where the greatest chance of the more meaningful rain will be. Let's go through modeling. Model fans, GFS, this is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. Troughing onto the east. And again, the surface front will be drifting into South Alabama tomorrow, meaning the chance of rain for north and central Alabama very low. Not zero, but very low. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, coming off the high-resolution HUR, showing really nothing more than isolated showers over South Alabama. And even there, most places with no rain. So we really start to trend drier tomorrow. Highs upper 80s to near 90. And then on Thursday, it sure looks like most of the state will be totally dry. How about that? That looks very unusual for early July. Typically, we have afternoon storms popping, but it looks like Thursday will be dry, and really it looks like Friday will be dry. And in theory, the chance of rain is not zero. But when it gets down to 10% or less, we just kind of leave it out of the forecast. Highs on Friday, low 90s. Quite frankly, the same thing on Saturday. And then Sunday, there might be a few isolated showers Sunday afternoon, especially over the Tennessee Valley. But again, most places dry. So, and again, look at Panama City and Destin, Gulf Shores. It looks great. I know there's a lot of, crazy stuff floating around on the socials about a hurricane and flash flooding this weekend. It looks good right now. And any effect of the broad low that might form to the south would be over the Florida Peninsula, not the Panhandle. And this is Monday. We'll bring back the chance of a few scattered showers and storms. And a week from today, Tuesday, the 8th of July, got the higher heights off to the west. And again, that looks pretty quiet. But we will mention the chance of random afternoon showers and storms. Looks like next week the weather should be pretty typical. In fact, let's go out 10 days. This is Friday, July the 11th. A little 594 ring showing up. Little building high, and that would mean, again, pretty standard summertime weather. Highs mostly low 90s, maybe a pop-up storm in spots. Rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the the GFS ensemble. The mean about 2 inches between now and the 16th of July. Temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. Upper 80s tomorrow and Thursday, low 90s for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and much of next week. Highs at or just over 90, lows in the low 70s. And this is yesterday's 8 to 14 day outlook. So let's quickly peek and see if we can get the new one that should be in for today. And it just came in. And we'll drop it in, and there you go. If this works out, temperatures near average. This is for the period July 9th through July 15th. Pretty close to average across much of the Deep South. Maybe a smidgen above average near the Gulf Coast. Hey, let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. What a crowd today. Whoa, boy. Big crowd. Southside Public Library. I like it. And I like these cookies. Something about those cookies, the look there just speaks to me. I like those. They were great. But we had a big crowd today. This is the summer reading program at the Southside Public Library. And we had a huge group of kids and adults. Hey, we did some storm spotting. Give me a big crowd like that. We'll do some storm spotting, talked about the different kinds of weather, how to stay safe and much more. Just a really good session today. Some very nice people. So again, to everybody that came out to see us today at the Southside Public Library in Etowah County, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You know, you guys are looking good. So back to the radar. We're live at 2:32 this afternoon. We'll check out some of the heavier showers and storms. Got some good ones coming into Tuscaloosa. Got some good storms in progress in North Shelby County, southeast of Birmingham. Again, all of this is under traditional severe limits. Heavy rain falling in parts of Pickens and Lamar counties in West Alabama. Got some thunderstorms over Sumter and Greene counties. A few showers over Bibb and Chilton. Really not much north of Birmingham, north of Interstate 20. Scattered showers over Marion, Winston County, Cullman County. And down south, again, you can see that we've got some pretty good storms coming off into the coastal waters here. Gulf Shores, raining now. Pretty good downpour after a nice morning. And looks like the rain has kind of ended there at Orange Beach, which is east of Gulf Shores. Got a thunderstorm sitting on top of Dauphin Island. These are moving to the south, so they're moving along. They're not sitting still. And again, statewide, remember, we're going to trend much drier tomorrow and right on through the upcoming 4th of July weekend. That would include the Gulf Coast. Southeast Alabama got some pretty good activity here. To the east of Auburn, Opelika. Curving down into Russell County. That'll be approaching Phoenix City soon. Thunderstorms down toward Troy, Brundage. Parts of Barber County, Eufaula. Storm just west of there. Thunderstorms in Dale County around Ozark. Got some in Henry County coming down toward Abbeville. And Headland and Dothan, you'll see those as well. So, again, we'll see a number of these around through the evening hours. And again, with all these storms, we'll have very heavy rain under the heavier cores. And you'll have gusty winds. A lot of cloud-to-ground lightning. And once we get the sun down, these will slowly settle down later tonight. So that's it for today. Tomorrow, going to be doing a program at Children's of Alabama. It's Weather Wednesday. First Wednesday of the month to do a program. That'll be at 10 o'clock for those patients and families there. And the auditorium down on the first floor. And don't forget, Saturday I'll be in Pine Level, Autauga County, Grand Marshal, 4th of July Parade. That's going to be a lot of fun. Love coming to Autauga County. That'll be great fun. Weather looks just perfect for that. And, of course, as always, we invite you to watch us on ABC 3340 News this evening. Thanks for watching. Have a great Tuesday evening, and God bless.